A Florida poet named Kimberly Marasco has officially filed a motion asking the court to halt Taylor Swift's upcoming Disney Plus docuseries, The End of an Era. This is the 6-part documentary about Taylor's Eras tour, scheduled to stream worldwide on December 12th, but Marasco says the series shouldn't air at all, at least not until a judge hears her arguments. So, who is Kimberly Marasco and what exactly is she accusing Taylor of? Marasco is a poet and artist who first sued Taylor back in April 2020. She claimed that Taylor copied themes, phrases, ideas, and imagery from her poetry collections, Fallen from Grace, and dealing with chronic illness, vestibular neuritis. At the time, she was asking for more than $7 million in damages, but that lawsuit didn't go far. In December 2024, Judge Aileen Cannon dismissed the case. Not because the claims were false, but because Marasco failed to properly serve Taylor with the lawsuit. Basically, she didn't deliver the paperwork correctly. Instead of giving up, Marasco doubled down. She refiled in early 2025 with an even bigger list of accusations. This time she added Jack Antonoff and Aaron Dessner, two of Taylor's longtime collaborators, and raised the damages all the way up to $25 million. She also expanded her claims to include songs like The Man, Midnight Rain, Hoax, Invisible String, Down Bad, Guilty as Sin, The Manuscript, and even Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. According to her new filings, she believes Taylor and her team had access to her poems and copied multiple lines, themes, and creative ideas without credit. But the big twist came recently when Marasco filed a motion asking the court to stop Disney Plus from releasing The End of an Era. She argues that once the documentary is streamed worldwide, her creative material will be irreversibly embedded into the show and the cultural conversation, making it impossible for her to ever get recognition or compensation. She says the harm would be permanent and money alone wouldn't fix it. Disney describes the docuseries as a behind-the-scenes look at the Eras tour, featuring appearances by Sabrina Carpenter, Gracie Abrams, Florence Welch, Ed Sheeran, Travis Kelce, Taylor's crew, her dancers, and her family. Taylor herself posted about it on Instagram, calling it a way to remember the most important chapter of her life. But on the other side, Taylor's legal team is calling Marasco's claims utterly frivolous. They say she has provided no evidence that Taylor ever saw her work, let alone copied it. They also argue that many of Marasco's claims fall outside the time limits of U.S. copyright law. Judge Cannon has also criticized Marasco for breaking procedural rules, like filing extra documents without permission. And one major issue continues to come up. Marasco has repeatedly struggled to serve Taylor correctly. She has said Taylor is impossible to find, has too much security, uses trusts for her addresses, and has multiple homes. She even attempted to serve what she thought was Taylor's Tennessee residence, only to discover Taylor didn't live there. So, where does this leave the case? Right now, Judge Cannon has not ruled on Taylor's motion to dismiss the refiled lawsuit, and the request to delay the Disney premiere is still pending. If the judge denies Marasco's injunction, the documentary will release as planned. If the judge approves it, Disney may be forced to pause everything. It's an extremely rare situation, because delaying a global streaming release is almost unheard of. The legal burden for that kind of injunction is incredibly high. The question now is, does Marasco actually have enough evidence to convince a federal judge that Taylor Swift copied her poetry? Or is this just another bizarre celebrity lawsuit that's about to collapse? Let me know in the comments. Do you think Taylor actually copied anything? Or is this poet reaching for attention and money?